Anybody playing the half gap trade, you know, we said yesterday the overnight low, the late low was 875, 9.25. Right here is the RTH low. So anybody who played for the half gap trade, if you got this, you know, from, and this is part of the psychology we'd said. Nobody knows where the numbers are coming out, but part of it is traders are going to take profits ahead of that news. And then this rotation higher is the one that smokes the late Charlies on the short side. And those traders that wanted this target earlier, they get it, but usually after they're stopped out. So timing is everything in this business. And half gap trade, we said just above this, but first resistance should be that 875.09 area for scalp. And don't forget, I'm making a higher high now. So anybody who wanted second entry short, you take a little scalp trade against this push, come with the day's trend, and don't overthink it. Grab a couple points and be happy. If you played this way, you still had the risk factor of news. So a lot of traders, you know, they'll say, hey, this for this, but you still have to understand the risk involved in trading when news is out there. So in my opinion, overdone to the short side. That's why I said scale out ahead of that 98 support target. And at this point, we have a horse race. So probably going to chop, and this 3 area is going to be an important area. That's also set up today as an important area. And first of all, that's our angel at 03. So anything you take now, short side, think of it as a scalp. We got the right trade early, and obviously anybody that has second entry, be aware of this idea. So I have no clue whether we're going to get a lot of chop. We could. I suspect that we're going to get these type of moves today, backing and filling. And the initial resistance zone today, we've said should be this 8 to 9 area. And the fact that we're doing it on making higher highs and perhaps trapping some traders under here tells us we may need some time. And I said that earlier. We're probably going to need some time. So here's our angel, no demon RTH, and obviously in terms of the middle traders, what they're looking for, obviously the longs want to take out this 9 area and start to climb, and got to take out the high. Without taking out the high, they lose today. So this is an important rotation now, and my thinking is that we trapped all of the traders that wanted this early, washed them out, and now we're washing out the late shorts. So be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes on a drive that continues this way to the long side. And then let's see how the IB plays out. NQ is still, look at the NQ here, you know, going sideways now. So this is weaker than everything else. And it's hit its, obviously the low end of its support zone. So keep an eye on that. And I would have to say that right now we need to be much more neutral in our thinking. We got what we wanted early. Don't overthink everything and think that for the rest of the day we just have to plunge. We could get some chop as this and tries to resolve that no man's land that we talked about. Now this is no man's land in here. And there are psychology areas. You know, this we said early could be a potential retest. Got the retest right there. Fine. So as long as that retest holds and comes this way, shorts are all right. But once we start to come up and take out the next level and the next, then we start to encroach back into yesterday's range. And so we want to pay attention as the day goes on about these rotations. And it's my contention right now that obviously the longs are defending the 1500 zone. And we've come a long way. I mean, yesterday we were at 25, right? Round numbers. So don't be overly bearish at this point, because it's possible that we get a continuation today of trying to bounce, and we could still roll over. But all this has been unauctioned. This has all happened from here yesterday, late yesterday. So my belief is that there's just as good a potential for the market to try to get back in and test some of this range that has not been done. And it will probably take time to do that, backing and filling, but ultimately that's what the market would like to do, I believe. We'll see.